emotional guy. Coach Eisner is an emotional guy, that I know. When he asked me to become speaker, I was excited. The reason I'm excited is because I coached here. I coached here with that state championship in softball. I coached when they played football here. My son went to school here. My wife went to school here. It was my first coaching job out of high school, or out of college. And when she talked about reading, I was like, I'm inner city Chicago. Okay, I'm Chicago Public Schools. And when she was telling me what this place was like, she made it sound like Disney World. I'm like, there is no school that is like that. It just doesn't happen. Well, that weekend I get a call, I'm coaching football. Okay, I'll coach football, let's go. I come to coach football, and I fell in love with this place. I fell in love with this place. It's a very, very special place. When I walked in, I was able to look at some things when I was coaching, because I coached girls basketball for Coach Lang. I coached for girls basketball for 23 years out of the 27 I coached. The first time he ever asked me to coach girls, I was like, no. He was like, why? I go, have you seen the way I coach? He goes, yeah, that's what I want you. I'm like, no, I've never coached girls, I can't coach girls. Started coaching girls. He's like, come on, coach girls. If you don't like it, I'll buy you dinner. I said, okay. Where's Hope? Hope's mom was one of my first girls that I had on my team. Couple other girls. What is that? So it brings back a lot of memories. All right, one memory of coaching basketball was right here against Hartley in double overtime. All right, we had the boys' game. We go into double overtime. Just coaching them. We set up. Who's seen the movie Hoosiers? Anybody? All right, it was exactly like that. We came over here. They come in. I set the play up, and they all just go like this. And the kid's name is Jimmy Hannon. Coach, he's like, can we run white? I'm like, it's your team. You want to run white? Run white. I go, but make it. He goes, I got it. Double screen. He comes off here, gets the ball, takes the dribble, ball fake, shoots it at the buzzer. We win. They call the play. He wins on that. Greatest thing in the world, jumping up all over the place, so that brings back a memory. Another one was playing Hartley again, only this is with the girls. We're down 14 points going into the fourth quarter. It was with her mom was on the team, Molly Prigo, her daughter goes to school here. We're down 14. They're like, we're going to win. I'm like, go all out. Play, hustle, do everything you can. Go out there and play. We're going back, we're making a run, we're pressing. Looking at the clock, Okay, let's go. They are pressing, they are giving everything they got. All right? We're going at it. Boom, press, score. Boom, press, score. Boom, press, score. They didn't know what to do. Hartley calls a timeout. They go, we're getting them. I didn't say another word. I was like, it's your team. Go. We win by 2. Molly Krieger gets a steal, comes down, makes the basket, gets fouled, goes to the line, boom, win by 1. That's reading kids. A little bit about that. Those 2 stories and things. It is a great place. But my question is this: what is a Reedy kid? What's a Reedy kid? When people think of Reedy, what do they think? What kind of kid is a Reedy kid? Really? You can't tell me? What's a Reedy kid? Speak up. Passionate with everything you do. What else? Oh, now we get all kinds of hands. Now we get hands coming up the right. What else is a Reedy kid? Hardworking kid. Yep. What else? Resilient. Okay. Now, here's the reception of Reedy. And that is all true. But I also coach at school off of Cook Road we won't talk about, but it's not the team that wears purple. It's the other team. I coached there for a while with a good friend of mine. Reedy kid is blue collar. They're tough and they don't take no crap. They don't take no crap. They work, they don't complain. And if they get punched, they're going to punch you back. And they always got each other's back. That's Reedy kids. Just this. You're a West Side kid. All right, we grew up, my wife went to school here, we live right off of Westgate. We're right on Westgate. So I got a feel of what it's like. A Reedy kid is hard-nosed. You might not always be the biggest kid. You might not always be the most talented kid. But I will tell you this. The reputation that Reedy has is they're going to punch you in the mouth and they're going to go from start to end, regardless of score, whether you're up or down. That's a Reedy kid. A Reedy kid helps each other out. The alumni, you need something, they'll give it to you. And every one of you guys, or every person who's in a Reedy alumni, I swear they're either a fireman, a policeman, or a nurse. It seems like. Fireman, policeman, or nurse. Why do you think there's a majority of them are that? Public servants. They want to help. They want to help. If there's a kid at Reedy that's down, the community comes, the Reedy community bounces up and they help. That's a Reedy kid. And if you can't fit that role, then you better learn how to. Because you have to understand that you're not only playing for yourself, it's on the front of that jersey for yourself, but you're playing for the alumni too. You're playing for every kid who went here. Because every kid here takes pride in this school. And if you ask them what a Reedy kid is and what Reedy, tough, hard-nosed, going to punch you in the mouth. And if you come after one of us, we're coming after you. You come after one, you're coming after all. And that's what this team has to be. You have to be that. You have to. If you can't do that, you're not living up to what the expectations are. You're not living up to what the expectations are. So, nobody cares if you get tired. Nobody's going to care if you get hurt. No one's going to care if you're losing by 100. Nobody's going to care if you're winning by 100. You got to just go out and get yours. You got to go get it as a team. And you carry that off into life. Because a Reedy kid, when they face adversity, they bounce back. Or they say, bring more, let's go. That's just what they do. It's not rocket science. That's what they do. That's what they are. And that's what you are. And the ones that are like that need to be the leaders. And the ones that aren't sure if they're like that, you're here for a reason. That's the whole personality of this place, is what that is. Now, you're going through a change, okay? He was on my first coaching staff when I coached out of Madison Plains. 1994, 5, something like that. Okay? He was on the coach staff. He coached my son. And I'm gonna be honest, my son's now 26 years old. And if I ask him, what was one of the most influential people that you were around? He said, Coach. He goes, because if I can get through the way Coach pushed me and the way he got on me, everything else is gonna be easy. And it's true. It's true. He played high school, whatever, but he'll say, Coach, and I'm not blowing smoke, I'm not doing that because we're friends, I'm giving you facts. Okay, he said, he was the hardest, most demanding person I've ever been around. I hated him, and I loved him. That's okay. That's okay. I got a 26-year-old son. I've loved him for 26, I've liked him for 24. I've liked him for 24, because there were 2 years where he didn't like me, I didn't like him, and I didn't care. So, understand that with coach. Any coaches, anybody, your teachers, anybody. If they're on you, and they're pushing you, and they're poking you, and they're prodding you, you want to like haul off and belt them one, look at them and say thank you. I know maybe you don't understand that, but that is true. If coach ain't saying nothing to you, if you're flunking a class, or you're having a hard time in class and the teacher's not saying anything to you, they've given up on you. That's when you got to be concerned. And take the message. Take the message, not the way it's being said. Now, let's get real. There's some of you that if you get yelled at, you're going to, oh my God, right? And there's other ones here that if you get yelled at, you're like, all right, I got you, let's go. Okay? It's real simple. And that's okay. But understand the message. Take the message away, not the way the message is given. Okay, I want to pick on home just because I know her mom. If I look up and say, oh, I need you to play defense. I need you to make sure that you're closing out and you're getting a new person, okay? Oh! When she's down there on defense, you better front the block, you better take her away, and you better stay on her. If you don't stay on her, you're coming out. All right, folks, I got you. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. But you guys are traveling on a journey now with a new coach. Right? Coach Light was here, programs changed, you got a new coach, you got jumped in and you're going. So you ask yourself these questions. And you have to come up with like, all right, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? There's still some of you here that aren't sure about him, aren't sure about the program, aren't sure about what you want to do. Or how you want to do it. Where are we going? Okay, new coach, new program, new ways to do things. Where are we going? That's your vision. So we got to find out, where are we going? What is it that we want to do? Where are we now? That's reality. So where we want to go and where we are now is reality. Where you want to go is your vision. How do I get there? That's what you're doing right now. It's a journey, it's a process, there's a plan. It's a journey, there's a process, there's a plan. How do you get there? Next question is, what do you want from me? What do you want from Coach, and what does Coach want from you? How can he meet your needs, and how are you going to meet the expectations that he has for you? And there's only one way you do that, it's with communication. It's with communication. And it's with doing what is asked when it is asked. And then the next thing everybody always wants is, how am I doing? You want to know where you stand. You want to know where you're at. You want to know if you're doing things right. You want feedback. Good, bad, or otherwise, you want feedback. No feedback, and you're just kind of out there wandering around like, what's going on? So where are we? Where do we want to go? How are we going to get there? What do you need from me? And how am I doing? And how am I doing? Because if you do those things, you're going to be okay. And you might not like what's being said, you might not like what's being done, but that's the process that happens. Okay, that's the process that happens. Because in basketball, in life, if you think you're going to do it by yourself, you're nuts. You're nuts. It's the biggest thing I learned being married. Is I would always try to do things by myself. I would always try to do too many things. I'm stubborn. Right? I'm Italian, out of 8 kids, I'm the oldest. I'm stubborn as I'll get out. And I'll push myself, and I'll go do things. And I'll burn the candle on both ends. The expression when you're trying to do so much, you keep grinding and grinding and grinding, even if you're sick, you keep grinding and grinding. My wife tells me, hey, you gotta slow down. She's the only one I'll listen to. Because she knows, she's seen me at my worst, she's seen me at my best. She knows, dude, slow down. So you gotta have somebody like that. You gotta have somebody like that. And when you have that, it's trust. It's trust. Now there's 2 things about that. Love is something that you automatically get. There's not a kid that I coached that I didn't love, that I still don't love. I might not have liked them, but I love them. And would I still do anything for them? Yes. Would I still get the time? That's what happens with your coaching, with the relationship. You got one right here. You got one right here. She played for him, now she's coaching for him. I mean, it's about relationships. You think he ever yelled at him? You think she ever wanted to yell back at him? Maybe, probably did. It's all good. It's all good. So that's what you guys got to understand with that. But the biggest thing out of all of that, whatever it is that you believe, everybody says, yeah, okay. We're hard no. We get after it. We don't take no crap. You punch one of us, we're all coming at you. You come after one, you're coming after all. I got your back. Yeah, I'm going to do that. You want to know what the absolute true test of that is? Your effort. Your effort demonstrates what you really believe. Just think about that. Your effort demonstrates what you believe. So if you believe in playing defense, and that's what you're going to hang your hat on, and you're out there like this, you don't believe in that. You believe in being lazy. You're showing it. You're showing what you believe. Now, if you're out there busting your butt, you got bruises all over the place, and you're doing the things you do, that's what you do. Who's a team player? Dang, I hope your hands go up real quick. Who's a team player? yourself to play for the team. Okay? And that's key. I love basketball and I hate basketball. And I hate this line that comes around here. I like it now because kids can shoot it and stuff like that. But when it first came out, I hated this line because everybody wants to live in Bible. Everybody wants to be Steph Curry. Have you all seen what he does every day? You know why Steph Curry can shoot from here? Because you can't. Do you honestly see what he does every day? Have you ever looked in YouTube or Google what he does? It's freaking insane. It's insane. But the reason everybody equates a good basketball player, it's 20 points a game. I'm the man, I'm the girl, I'm it. I'm 20 points a game. That's great. How many did you guys score? How many did the guys score, the girls score that you were guarding? 26. How many rebounds did you have? No. Basketball, it's a game that it takes no talent. Here's what I mean by that. You don't have to have any flipping talent to go get a rebound. None. You can be this big, you can be this big, you can not know how to dribble. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All it is heart and guts. There's nothing to rebounding. Forget to get the hand here, box out, do it. Go get the dang ball. All it is heart. That's it. It's heart. You want to know what else is heart? When the ball's on the floor. Are you willing to sacrifice to go get that ball for the team, or are you going to do this? Pick the ball up. Slide on the floor, get the ball. It takes no talent. It takes guts. Going in to get a rebound and then blast it in the mouth and hit here. Yeah, that takes guts. It takes heart. But don't take talent. In basketball, I promise you, the team that 99 times out of 100 has the most rebounds wins the game. The team that gets the most rebounds and hits more free throws than the other team probably won the game. Possession of the ball and rebounding is all guts. I can take one of the JV kids and put them in the game and say, you got one job. One job. Get me the ball on the rebounds. All right, coach. Let's go. That's all it is. Sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline. If you can do those things, you're going to win. Hardly's good. I'm not going to lie to you. Hardly's good. All right, the brand new girl's going to be playing volleyball with my daughter at Ohio State. 6'4", she can play. She's good. Hardly good. I'm not going to lie to you. But talent doesn't always beat or always win. It's the people that execute and have the guts that will probably come out and win. Out rebound, out hustle, out score. Game simple. You're going to make mistakes. Make them. Make them aggressive. Out rebound, out hustle, out score. That's all. That's it. You do those things, you're going to have a fight chance all the time. You're 7-2. And I know at one point in time you guys were 5-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Mm-hmm. Then you lost. We're all beating on our chest and we're all, we're 5-0, man. We're 5-0. Now we lose. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that loss? Well, I don't know how to do it. Okay, so you learned from it, but what was the reaction after were we pointing fingers? Okay, thank you. At least you guys, at least you're being honest. She didn't score. I did my job. I played defense. She didn't play defense. No! You guys know what help defense is? What does it mean? You better be doing that on the floor the whole freaking time. Is there anybody here who's never been beat off the dribble? You come down, boom, you go here, you make that sweet pass, and it just floats on somebody who's got all thumbs and they kick it out of bounds. Right? And then you'll see that person who missed the ball. There ain't a dang thing you can do about that right now. There's nothing you can do. Okay? I just got done coaching about 3 years ago. We had a 2-clap rule. That was it. One was, man, I missed 2. I'm getting back, let's go. That's it. 2 claps. Boom. One was bad, one was good, time to go. Nothing you can do about it. That's it. 2 claps. Man, I missed, man, let's go. That's it. Because you can't control what's happening. You can only control what you're going to be doing. That's it. There's nothing else, there's nothing else to it. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring? What do you bring? What do you bring? What do you bring to this program that's needed? Yeah. Me, the JV kid? Yeah, you. What do you bring to this program? Nothing? Do you hustle? What do you bring? Your defense, okay. How can you contribute? What is that? How do you contribute? How do you contribute to the team? Okay, strength. And how do you use that? Okay, because I watch you at Central Cross and you jump out of the damn game. I watch you go up and get rebounds. Where's he come from? All right. What can you contribute when you're out on the court? No matter who you are, I'm going to see if you guys are listening. What can you contribute when you're out on the court? Effort and your rebound. You control your effort. Your effort and your rebound. If you can play defense, your time's going to come, or you're going to play right away. Okay? Or you're going to play right away. And then there's 2 types of leadership on a team. There's the I leadership and there's the we leadership. I've seen a lot of teams, and at the colleges that I went to speak at, and you see a lot of I leadership. But those are teams that are in turmoil. Those are teams that are dysfunctional. Those are teams that everybody's out for their own. And then we've got the we leadership. We got any captains? Why? Why are you captain? Oh, okay. You got voted by your teammates. So here's what I think of when I think of captains and what college coaches think of when they're captains. You are picked not because of your ability to go out on the court. It's your ability to be selfless and lead others so they succeed. Not you succeed. Not you. So they succeed. That's a captain. Now, you want to be an I captain? Yeah, I'm the one. I wear the C. I'm the captain. I'm the one that goes out. Everybody sees me. That's an I person. That's the person who yells at everybody all the time, but they don't yell at themselves. Now, is it easier to, you should have caught that ball. Why didn't you catch that ball? I'm not throwing it to you anymore. Or, don't worry. Get there again. We're going to get it to you again. I got you. Let's go. That's a leader right there. Not this complaining stuff or, I got to get my points. I got to get mine. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, you say, I would say, my 10 are going to beat your 5. My 10 are going to beat your 5. Bring it. Bring it. Don't care. Don't care. But that's easy to say. So your effort and what you do on the court is going to show what you truly believe in. And you want to know when you're really going to get tested? Not at the tip when you're all hyped and jacked up and ready to go and you're playing hardly and you guys go on a nice little run and boom, they're calling a timeout. But no, it's going to be in the 4th quarter when you're down 2 and you got to make a stop at this end and you haven't even come out of the game. You ask him out, he says, what are you, nuts? No. You got to suck up and play. Because when you're tired and your mind's telling you you're tired, honestly, you still got about 70 or 80% left in you. Because now it's only your mind telling you, yo, what are you doing? You need to chill. You need to hold back. That's right there. That's that point you got to decide. Am I going to push through or am I going to listen to my mind? Am I going to push through or am I going to listen? Great teams push through. You still got some, you're not going to die. When you're out there, you're good. You're good. You're only at about 40% of what you've done. You still got another 60% that you can roll through. Now, at the end of the game, when you're sitting on benches, you can't get up. That's what I'm looking for. Because that's what it's going to take tomorrow. It's going to take that tomorrow. It's going to take you out hustle, out rebound, out score. Every stinking loose ball has to be yours. And every rebound. I don't care how you get the rebound. Short of punching them in the mouth, go get the ball. Because if you have more possessions than they do, you're probably going to win the ball game. You're probably going to win the ball game. When you're playing and why you play. Why? Why are you playing the game? What's the reason you're playing the game? You love them, but you're really putting in the work above and beyond the expectations of what coach demanded. That means you're doing things on your own and getting things done. There was just a story on ESPN. And I can't remember who it was. He played for the Hawks, Atlanta Hawks. And he went 3 of 9 from the foul line. Game was over. He was shooting free throws for 2 hours. 2 hours. He was out there shooting free throws. After the game, still in his uniform. Do you love something that much that you forget to eat? You forget to, I guess I've been doing this for 6 hours. Like, find that. Even if it's not basketball, whatever it is, find what your passion is. But it starts with the lessons you learned here now. When you're tired and you're out on the court and you're dog tired, think about all the work you put in. Think about all the work you put in. And then in that fourth quarter, you're dribbling the ball down, and the girl from Hartley's like this, and she goes like this. You got him. You got him. Because it's the effort that you put in and the things that you did. So there's a little story right here. It says, she practices in the morning right out through the night. She practices, and she practices just to get it right. It's hours of sweat, determination, and pain. But each day she gets better. It's the love of the game. She makes her weaknesses her strength. She wants to be the best. Yeah, she gets tired, but she presses on, she refuses to rest. Through all the hours of practice and the improvement that she's made, you know deep down inside herself, she knows she made the grade. 3 seconds to go, you're down by 2. Coach calls timeout. What are we going to do? Everybody looks to see. Don't worry, coach. I'll hit the 3. Nothing but net. It's the love of the game. It's a journey. It's a passion. It's something that you have to want to do. But not for yourself. Do it for the person next to you. Do it for the person behind you. Worry more about their success than your own, and your success comes 10 times more. Weedy kids are relentless. They're resilient. They punch you in the mouth. They don't back down. They face adversity and they get back up. And they never, ever lack effort. And they never, ever not give their effort that they need. Ever. It's a non-negotiable. You might get blasted by 40 by a team. That you can take care of. That you can work on. Okay, you can work on that. But now, what you have to do is you don't back down. That's a Reedy kid. That's what you signed up for. That's what this program was like when I started, that I had to learn about. That's what it was like when I was coaching somewhere else, and that's what it's like right now. That doesn't change. That's what you signed up for. And that's the expectations that you have to live up to. So, we've got freshmen, we've got juniors, sophomores, seniors. Okay. So you're here, how many seniors we got? 3. How many freshmen or sophomores we got? got some juniors mixed in here, right? Okay. So, seniors, you've been through this already. So you're going through some of your things right now. So, at the end of the year, I mean, you got a 7-2, you got games, season flies by. Okay? Season flies by. So at the end of the year, you got your varsity, you got your JV. At the end of the year, you got to turn in uniforms, right? So here's the way a sophomore turns in a uniform or a freshman. Hi, coach. How you doing? Yep. When's camp? When are we going? Okay. I'll be here. Yep. I'll be at camp. Okay. Yep. All right. Thanks, coach. I'll see you in the summer. I'm out. Go doing your thing. Here's a senior. It's your last go around. So it's your last. Last home game, last time playing Hartley, last time, everything's a last for you. And the one thing that drives me crazy, and maybe seniors come in, it's my senior year, it's gonna be awesome. What about the 3 years before that? Why weren't those awesome? So you hung around for 3 years, and I'm just using that as an example. You don't hang around for 3 years to live one. You live every year. Bust your butt every year. Make it special so you can look back. Because now, this is the senior's jersey. And you know what happens next year? Somebody else got this. Somebody else has this. But you put blood, sweat, tears, started, played this. Because I know when I go, I've been out of high school since 1986, I know when I go back, I look for 66. He's on the sideline. What do you mean he's on the sideline? Man, you get invested into this. It's like, that's mine. That's mine. I hear it all the time. My wife is number 12. I hear it all the time. Who's got number 12? Who's playing? It doesn't matter what team you're on. Who's number 12? Man, you got blood, sweat, and tears in this in hours. So now I'm a senior. Now I'm going to turn mine in. I'm going to get my coach was when he was up here. Before he could even say it. Now I'm a senior. This is it. Coach. Door closes, windows closes, opportunity's done. Opportunity's done. Because the window starts the second you get here. It's this big for you freshmen. But man, the second you get here, it starts going like this. And it closes. You don't think it's fast? Ask one of them how fast 4 years went. Just ask them. There's not a senior that hasn't said, it went fast. It went fast. If you take anything away from today, I want you to take away what a leading kid is. And what you need to do on your court. That takes no talent, but absolute, relentless, unique, elite effort. And if you do those things, from here through life, you're going to be fine. If you feel sorry for yourself, you're toast. That's life. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the practices. Enjoy coach getting on you. Enjoy the wins. Learn from the losses. Enjoy the car rides home. Enjoy the 7 a.m. practices or the Sunday practices because they're going to be gone. Go get yours tomorrow. You're not playing the freaking Lakers. You're playing Bishop Hartley High School. You're 15, 16, 17, and 18 years old, just like you are. You're going through the same things, just like you are. Put your shoes on, tighten them up, get your stance, and get after it. And whatever happens, happens. But you know you left it on the court. And what you don't do is get on each other. Get each other's back. Get each other's back. Go get a win from them. Because nobody's expecting you to win. I can tell you that right now. Nobody expects it, except for people in here. Maybe mom and dad, maybe. You're playing the number 2 team in the state. Okay? Let's go. Bring it. Let's go. I want to play them. And you go beat it. Then everybody's like, and you don't have to say a word. You let everybody else talk about how good you are. You don't say a word. Go beat it. Don't back down. Don't back down. Last thing I'll leave you with is this. One of the main things that I used to say when I was coaching, I don't care if we're up 100 or down 100. When somebody walks into that game, Jim is watching this game, they go, man, what's the score? The effort never changes. The effort never changes. Ever. Go get yours tomorrow. Thank you for having me. It was great to come back and see the gym, see you guys. Good luck tomorrow. Take care of you, and it will take care of itself. Yes, sir. Absolutely. What time is it?